What's up, YouTubers? It's the Maestro again, coming to you from the basement of the cold kitchen. The worst place on the internet you ever want to meet somebody. Uh, Today I wanted to talk about morals and values. What are morals and values? I think from a childhood stance, people learn about morals and values very easily. Um, but I want to talk about the other things that people don't get in society, like how to treat people fairly and how to see through the garbage of the everyday world that people take for granted. If all you think is going to the mall, buying new clothes, buying new jackets, buying new hats, buying new cars, buying this, buying that, it's not going to last. Remember what happened on Black Friday? No, you weren't there. You don't remember Black Friday. There's this thing in Minnesota they call it the Black Friday or some shit like that. Supposedly, it's like when all the stores take more than 60 to 70% off their merchandise and they put it on sale for people to buy because the companies like Macy's and all those other companies, what they want to do is they want to sit down and say, hey, if we're not making money on this company, we're going to make a brand new one. And most of the companies think that with their strategy or what they didn't learn from past mistakes is that uh, people in society in general have no use for themselves. They're more inclined into the technology, uh, you know, the workings of something that isn't God. Trying to think right now. I'm trying to look at this bandana. Pretty tight, huh? Around my head like this, so I can't get any bad thoughts. So bad thoughts in my head all the time. Okay, society in general is like an amoeba without with a virus in it, without any intelligence or anything. So if we morally say that the world is what you make it is very true, but in society there's there's this thing in general called either popularity or some type of mechanism in ourselves that says we need to go out and have fun. We shouldn't stay at home anymore. We should we need a place to go. So why do people think that the mall is such a great place? Because they want to spend all their money, right? So my dad's talking to me about what do you want to do when you grow up? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? What do you want to be doing? I said, Dad, I want you to take me out of the hospital system. I want I want a car. I want everything I could possibly imagine, and then you can send me on my merry way, you know, and I won't have to be in these group homes and halfway houses and stuff. And I'm trying to teach myself these new morals and values and stuff like that that people live in a society that's not controlled by the government, controlled by Section 8, Section 9, uh, you know, those mental wards and asylums where people go when they don't think correctly and they say that they're suicidal and all that other stuff. I don't think that's the right way to live. I don't think anyone wants to live that way. But the thing is, when we look at our society, there's a lot more to do than spend money, go home. Your wife cooks the dinner, you eat it, whatever. You know, that's not the exact point I tried to tell myself. I said, if there's more to do on planet Earth than just living for ourselves, what are we doing? So you hear about now, and especially over the past 6 months, there's been a lot of activity in Iraq and Iran and the Middle East. They just caught 2 years ago, Saddam Hussein died. Actually, no, it was 3 or 4 years ago. And now they got this new guy, Osama bin Laden, took care of him, and some other, I think Egypt's governor, or Egypt's, what is his name? Some guy from the African government was almost killed. Yeah, they were trying to fight. He was trying to fight off the protesters, and he lost. So he lost the election in Africa, and everything from there on went into, this country, that country, and the Middle East having problems. They're all having problems because of their religion. They want to become Allah involved. Like, they want to believe everything that the Bible says is true and mix it with not Hinduism, but what is it called when they preach to Allah? They go to mosques and stuff like that, those big temples and stuff. So instead of saying let's believe in God or let's go to the mall, I want to think of a way that I can project myself in reality as to doing everything at once. So I'm walking down the street, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. I don't want to think what she thinks about me or he thinks about me. I want to get into my own mindset. So that's why I'm here to tell myself that there is something called unmanifest reality, or a different reality where thoughts are combined into a fabric, like a little piece of cotton or whatever, and you wrap it around your finger enough, and you put energy into that little thread or what, and that thread becomes a fragment of yourself. So if you think, yeah, I have a beautiful girlfriend, and she's out fucking some other guy, and she's getting on my nerves just because she won't give me this or give me that, human society in general is going to corrupt itself eventually until they find something new. And what do they want that's new? That's different from going to the mall or listening to your father's jokes on religion and whoever, your mom, or it doesn't really matter. But the point is, I'm trying to make that there is another different realm out there, subject to our own reality, that combines human intelligence with the power of technology, space, earth, everything else. It's like a society, okay? You're listening to an alien broadcast over the internet. Some dude fakes an alien signal, right? He gets everyone to believe that his way is right. And then he's thinking in the fact that an alien race cannot exist where humans are evolving. So let's say we turn 6-7 billion people on this planet. Within the next 2 years, we'll have at least 7 billion or 7.5 billion people on this planet. And what the fuck are we all doing? Nothing. We're just sitting on our asses, We're waiting to be led. We need a shepherd. We need something. And I believe that is the Antichrist. The solo judgment in a religion and everything that Satan has passed down to some followers on the earth, and like the Druids or whatever, and they're supposed to go out and do all this shit just to make sure that we can get it all, like in our heads that the end is near. What are we gonna do? Okay, so the end is near. Yeah, so we're all sitting at home, right? Come on, where is this alien intelligence? Come on. Is it so far out there we can't contact it, or what? So we need to be led. So the Satan guy comes around and says, I'm going to kill all of you if you don't listen to me. And it's basically, he's mocking God. So you could imagine a ghostly type of spirit that enters the body and changes your nervous system and your adrenal system and your morals and your values, and it takes everything, combines them into one type of catalyst for, let's say, regenerating a mechanism in reality. Like, if there was, let's say the ocean in New York rises so much because of the, in California, sorry, the Arctic poles are slowly melting. We haven't seen any real snow for, I don't know, a couple of years. The industry is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What else? The earthquakes, the riots, the sorry, I'm being a smartass now. All that stuff is coming because there is no system that we have, or the system is so ancient we don't know how to make it. We don't know how to say, hey, this thing is broken, we have to fix it. You can't fix something that's already broken. I mean, no matter how many times you play with it, it's just going to be the same old shit. So why the fuck do you want to go out and do that? I'm taking too much of my own time now. But think of this for next time. An alien intelligence that has the power to reach into the earth that's not part of a singular conscience, but it is. And it's broadcasting to wherever it's coming from. It's just sitting there, you know. It's going, like yoga. They do yoga for different reasons. Some people say that women do yoga to get away from sexual predators. You know, that's kind of true, but I don't look at it like from that. I look at yoga as a way of exercising, right? You know, exercising your mind. Using your mind, your body, your soul, whatever it is, working out, playing with music. All I'm saying is that transport yourself somewhere out of reality so you don't have to deal with reality all the time, you know. Just say, hey mom, I'm going to my room. I don't want to talk to you for the rest of the day. Dad, I don't want to see you either. Just leave me alone. Take that movie that you're playing, reconstitute it, think of some way to get some enemy locations in your head. Think of, let's see, there's the Pentagon, there's the FBI, there's the CIA, there's you know, all different sorts of United States government that you know, stuff like you can do. Like, you can become a terrorist if you want. You know, you don't have to sit there and think about it. You can actually go out and do it. You can actually go out and buy a gun, do whatever you want, you know, have fun. But in the end, you're going to need some type of socialist government propaganda in your head that's telling you it's time to take to the streets, you know. Load up the crack pipes, load up the meth pipes, you know. Start drinking, start boozing, start drugging. Because this is really, really sickening, you know. Man, if only I had good morals and values. Well, I'm trying to teach you how to get those values without taking from the hand that feeds you. Like, so your parents want you to be a good person. So what? You are a good person. There's nothing wrong with you. Society in general has told you that you're worthless, that you're the scum of the earth. I get this all the time. You're no good. You're an asshole. I don't like you. Whoever cares about that shit? Take your mind to a different place. It doesn't have to be in that same singular AT&T mobile phone, whatever, Zimzam, Verizon, you know. I'm just trying to wake myself up, basically, and if I can tell you where everything is at and supposed to be at, I will. But I haven't figured it all out for myself. Anyway, putting this YouTube video up there probably tonight. Remember to stop by, say hi, leave a message, leave a comment, whatever you want. Other things I'm working on is legalization of marijuana, legalization of synthetic drugs that alter perceptions and realities. All different types of Greenpeace, earthly realms, religion, science, technology, all that incorporated into one consciousness, which is human consciousness that will evolve all of us into thinking differently. I hope this video is interesting towards you, and I hope that you leave another comment for me. Once again, I'm the Luciferian Demon on the Soul Kitchen on the internet. I call it the Soul Kitchen. It's where all the fragments of reality and everything come together into one type of address or something to do with what's going on in the world. And the industry is getting better. Underground is getting a lot better. I know in London, England, they have these underground clubs that I'm probably going to be talking about next. I'm from Minnesota, so I really haven't been there, but I've gone to a couple ones in Amsterdam, and they were off the charts. I mean, they were smoking bud, they were doing everything. It was like, yeah, this is crazy. I'm losing my mind, man. Give me some more drugs. But yeah, I want to leave the end of the story or the video right here. I only took 16 minutes of your time, but I hope it's worth it. Anyway, leave me a jingle. All right, bye-bye.